Hello and welcome everyone to the Halfling Wizards production Twitch channel. I'm your eccentric dungeon master, Dan Sebastian, and welcome back to the Liminal Blink. It's been a while. Before we get started, let's go around and tell everyone who y'all will be playing today. Starting with Finn.
Hi, I'm Finn. My pronouns are they, them. Tonight I'll be playing Mr. Gentleman, who is a halfling cartoon, whose pronouns are he, him.
All right, Lisa. Lisa, you muted.
What a way to start. Hi, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf on TikTok and Discord. I will be playing Smoke on the Water, a Tabaxi Ranger.
All right, Taryn.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I am Taryn. I will be playing Cuddlesworth, the cuddly barbarian that's a bear that is totally just cuddly.
Connor.
As I move my mouse all the way over to unmute. Hi, I'm Connor. I am going to be playing Didi, the Foodian, the reborn Foodian artillerist artificer, who's on a personal quest for something maybe different every night. Who's to say? But that's me.
And last but certainly not least, Crystal.
Hello, everybody. I'm Crystal. I'm she, her. I'm going to be playing the legal department, who is also a she, her, and who is your unfriendly local warlock.
And I'm Dan Sebastian. I'll be playing everyone else. Before we get started, I can certainly recap. I know it's been a while, but does anybody want to take some shots at remembering some stuff?
Oh, I do. I would like to try to remember things.
Okay.
Here's my notes. Creepy Harlequin basement. Dee Dee pulled lever, released monsters.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Rescued Tabitha, 11-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
And then Miguel C. I don't know. I have no context.
Miguel C. Being her father.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Go on.
I wrote down Tabitha equals child, Gentry equals tall child, and then Hope's End, arrow, fuck around, find out kind of place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Anyone else?
I remember there was some weird harp that nobody wanted to touch.
Uh-huh.
And a cool sword that I did touch and got to keep.
That's right.
And there was a room with tentacles everywhere.
Connor, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, I don't know where my notes went, but I do know that I renamed some items.
Nice.
In my inventory, a few that I already had, like the Mad Rat and Tasha's Kiss chainsaw. But the new one that somehow, I don't remember how I got it, but it's here, is Tasha's singing sword, which is really cool, except I can't use it. And so in my character level up notes for DD, I did write a note that I would like to share with the class that says, can I reforge the singing sword into a dagger or simple weapon so I can have proficiency with it? And then I made little finger and Dan. Yeah, the little uwu.
Maybe.
Thing. So that's an off-camera question after we're out of this Harlequin basement, if we even make it out. But those
If
might
you
not.
guys
literally
do.
just asked it on camera.
Yeah, but I thought it'd be funny.
It was pretend right now. It was not for
real
real.
ask. I was
Not
reading
real.
the question, not asking the question.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. And I said maybe. Who knows? But yeah, that was pretty much it. One thing with the harp, you did save a bunch of parents that were in those cages in that tentacle creature room. Taryn, do you have anything to add to the recap? I know everybody's gone around.
I remember murder and hobos.
Perfect. Yep. Those are honestly the 2 check marks I get every time. I'm like, all right, we got both of them. That's was a successful session. But
It's like our session to-do list.
it's like, all right, there's murders and they're being hobos. Perfect. Everything's on track. But yeah, you guys saved those parents. You saved Tabitha, of course, even though you guys totally were untrusting of her, even though I think that's partially to do with me. I mean, just playing an 11-year-old, trying to get in the head of an 11-year-old is tough, but definitely they're going to scream whenever they see a bear, especially if their parents taught them to do that. But yeah, one of the parents ended up playing that harp and then getting electrified. So it's definitely not safe to have touched that. It was good that you guys didn't touch that harp. But yeah, let us take us in. The last thing that we left off, you all, and let me hold on 1 second. Do we have any music going on right now? I can't hear it if so.
There's music. It's ominous.
Oh, okay, perfect. I just can't hear it. So when we last left off, you all had entered into another one of the rooms. Humor and hate are clashing in your head. A stench of dried, barren rot fills the stone room. Several crates lie stacked in the corners. Glass jars rest on top of them. A man is laughing in the distance, while the same man weeps. You see a very Frankenstein-looking creature as he has chains all over him, pulling what looks like the spirit of the same man, laughing, but it's yelling as the spirit is yelling while the man is laughing. And you see another bald man just sitting there at the front door, like right as you guys are walking in. He's just sitting there patiently in a box, and the last thing he said was, "Hey guys, you need to get in line because I'm up next." So we are all in this one right here. Let's see. I'm going to. Yeah. This is the room that we're in right here.
Can you make me small? I'm still big.
Oh, yes.
Thank
Hold
you.
on.
Hey, Taryn, nobody should ever make you feel small.
But I like feeling small. It's better than feeling big.
Hey. You know, whatever floats your goat, buddy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. So, however marching order y'all would like to go in there.
I'm working on it.
Embers is going to be at the doorway.
Is she gonna try and block us in there?
No,
Betray
you guys can walk through her. Walk by her.
So there's just like a guy in a box, just vibing.
So there is a guy just sitting here. Let me see if I can put him down. There we go. Oh, he's huge. Okay, there he is. He's the guy right there. No, there's a box right here. And yeah, he's just kind of swinging his legs. And he's like, yeah, you guys need to get behind me if you're going to be talking to that guy. Because whatever's going on over there, it sounds like too much fun.
Well, I mean, if it sounds like too much fun, don't you want to skip out on the thing that's too much fun?
I like to get full on fun.
Okay. And that over there, pointing at the large Frankenstein-like creature, that's the fun?
He looks at him for a minute. And he looks back and he's like, yeah, this looks pretty on par for fun for me.
All right, that's pretty cool. Hey, is this like one of those prize areas? Like, do we get a prize if we stay on for like a certain amount of time, or is this just for like the living for the freedom of the ride itself?
You know, I just got here. I'm not 100% sure. I should have asked that. Maybe I'll ask that afterwards.
Okay, I mean that seems like a poor time to add. Okay, I mean you do you, dude. I hope you have fun. Do you know how long these rides last? Like, how long have you been waiting for?
Probably not long at all.
Oh, cool.
Probably he probably got started on that guy like 10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Yeah, everybody. That dude's had his ride for like 10 minutes or so, and this guy's next. Do we want to wait, or should we I don't know,
The
kill
guy,
and scare this guy?
as you are talking, the guy, the soul sees you guys, its eyes darting around, and he's like, "Don't let him take me out!" And then the laughing part of him, the physical body, he's like, "No, let him keep going." And the Frankenstein-esque man is just continuing to like slowly pull the chains.
That's kind of weird.
Yeah, the guy sitting right next to you guys, he's like, "Yeah, I know, right? I can't wait until I get on." These people have said it's like a once in a lifetime experience.
And now, is it a once in a lifetime experience? Because like that process right there leaves you like broken and dead.
Huh. That's something to think on. He just kind of sits back and just says, rubbing his.
If people say it's a once in a lifetime experience, that would imply they are alive and able to say anything afterwards.
She's got a point.
Or perhaps they are admitting to it being a once in a lifetime experience as they are shuffling off their mortal coil immediately after finishing the process.
All of Ember chimes in. She's like, "It's like an oxymoron."
I don't follow.
That's not what an oxymoron is.
What'd you call me?
Okay. Maybe it's just I don't know. Them just lying to people. I don't know. As long as I'm not in
But
line.
who would ever want to lie to people just for fun? That seems preposterous and quite rude and ungentlemanly.
At this point, you see that the soul is being brought out more and more as the figure continues to shriek. You also note it. Make perception checks for me.
About right.
9, 11, 5.
Hey.
Hey.
What?
Huh? Anyway,
Mine's a 6. It's not coming through, but I roll a 6.
okay. You notice, there's just a ton of jars everywhere. You do notice, like, further in the room. I mean, it's a pretty dark room. Does anybody have dark vision?
I have dark
I feel like
vision.
I have to ask all the time.
I
It's always nice to just be reminded. You do see there's a few bodies on the other side of the Frankenstein guy. Just lying dead on the ground.
Can I look at the dude that I was talking to? Does he appear to have the swarmy nature about someone that would dictate that they would have dark vision?
No, he just seems like a regular dude.
Cool. Okay. Hang on. What cantrips do I have?
How do the bodies look? Do they look like partially eaten or anything?
They look pretty from where you are. And what was your perception?
9.
9. Not great. You can see that they're pretty stiff from your side, but they look intact. You have to get in closer to inspect to see more about them, but
Well,
Oh.
go ahead, please.
Is the soul the one that was in the jar?
what jar? The jars that you saw whenever you came in?
Yeah, sorry, I thought you said that there was like a dude's
Bunch
head
of
in the
jars.
jar. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, there's a head in the jar? Did I say there was a head in the jar?
It's been a very long day, and I am fighting migraine, so I could just
It's
be,
fine.
hallucinating, and that's my bad.
I also took some migraine medicine.
Hell yeah,
Um,
let's go.
Let's go. There's just a ton of glass jars everywhere.
Okay.
There's also an unnatural green miasma that is like dissipating throughout the air.
What does it smell like?
It smells like almost like iron rusting, but
Mm.
like if it was wet also.
Mm.
There are a bunch of chains also. Of course, I said that already, but they're also attached. They're kind of some of them going throughout the ceiling, and then a good bit of them are around the Frankenstein guy as he's pulling the person out.
Are the chains like restraining the Frankenstein guy?
No, not really.
Okay.
Does the Frankenstein guy seem to have noticed that there's now like 7 people in the room with him?
No, he just seems like he's very hard at work.
Got it. I admire his focus.
Well, yes, he's very task-oriented.
I do not like this place.
Yeah, I'm a little unsure as what we're kind of supposed to do here. I think. Like morally and ethically, I like if this was like an interactive puzzle, I think I understand that part. But like from a what should I do if this was like a trolleys type problem. I'm at a bit of an impasse.
What is a trolley problem?
Oh, you see, okay. Well, back in the Foodian lands, from when I was still alive, the way that a trolley problem would work is that everyone is kind of divided up into a bunch of socioeconomic groups, right? And some people are so delicious and so delectable that they are expected to be picked and put upon the good person trolley that is then distributed to the elder gods above, right? And so the trolley problem comes in of, do you as a person take it on yourself to like dirtyify and like rankify yourself to avoid the trolley, therefore inhibiting your ability to ascend and move forward within this thought process, or do you take it upon yourself to, you know, let your own inner light and deliciousness shine by then pushing yourself to get accepted, to be selected, to be put on the trolley, to then take to the elder gods, who would then consume you for nourishment. It's really just kind of like a parable about, do you let your own light shine within? Do you help the others who light is less shiny? Do you throw other people under the trolley to let them get eaten before you? Or, you know, it's kind of the basis of our whole like communal thought experiment. Anyway.
Didi, thank you so
And
much
I thought my
for
family
the
was
wardrobe.
crazy.
Indeed, yes. Did you say when you were alive?
Yeah, that yeah, was that not clear? Am I? Yeah,
You didn't write that on your application.
Oh, I mean, there wasn't a box for like living status.
Well, true. I should have Jeremy work on that. Perhaps it could have gone under the fun facts about myself
Oh,
box.
oh, okay, yeah, no, you're right. I'm so sorry for withholding that information from you.
No,
That
it's
was,
fine. It's
This
completely-
does not sound like a fun fact.
I find it quite fun, but all right.
Sometimes fun facts don't have to be fun. Everything is a fun fact if you start your statement with fun fact.
Well, fun fact, my only or my first memory is climbing or crawling myself out of the loose earth from the ancient battlefield from whence I was reborn again from the ground into this collective communal body that you see before you. Yeah.
Are you legion, for you are many?
That may have gotten lost a little bit in the many different drafts that went into like developing me as a character. But I do feel that probably was there some point. I just can't remember if that was like an official thing or not. More importantly than that, what do you guys want to do in this room? Because I feel like this guy, when it's his turn, he's 100% gonna die, and I don't really know what to do or feel about that.
I mean, does he want to die? Sir, do you want to die?
As you say that, he's like, huh, and then the final pull from the chain happens as the Frankenstein guy pulls the soul out, almost grabbing it like a wisp in his hands. He goes over, the body slumps to the ground. He goes to a jar, puts his hand in, and almost like peels his hand out. No more greenness of the soul as he closes it up. And he looks over, most piercing like yellow eyes, and he says, all right, which of you is next? And the guy, the bald guy, raises his hand. He's like, oh, me. These guys came after me. It's me, my turn. And he, excellent.
I believe we should maybe break all the jars and release the souls.
He's, you hear the large man. He says, you would not want to do that. You would ruin my hard work. I have perfected this craft over eons.
To what end?
They make a most delectable ingredient in certain things.
Such as?
They you could infuse them into objects, grimoires. You can also
Necronomicon?
not so much necronomicons. They are not powerful enough souls for that. More of, say, you need to know some you can ask them multiplication questions if say you need help with that. It's just all dependent on the soul. Each soul is
Did you
special
use
in
these
some way.
souls to make a bedspread?
Oh, yes, Fur Master Tasha. Yes, I did. That was an excellent, high knitted count. I was quite proud of the threads. 1,000 souls it took.
It's a good joke. It's a really good joke.
It hurt me.
It was a good one.
I apologize. I have not introduced myself. Usually I don't have very much talkers. My name is Degmir. And he kind of bows his head a little bit.
Wonderful to meet your acquaintance. I am Mr. Gentleman of Mr. Gentleman School of whatever the fuck I called it before. Tell me, my good friend, are we free to leave?
Yes, of course.
Oh, so this is a voluntary soul removal process.
It takes a bit of coaxing, but yes.
So, if I may ask a few more questions before I decide fully if I'm down to clown, as it were. One of the things felt very excited about what was happening, and then the other one felt very not excited about that. Is that a normal sort of reaction? A war within oneself, almost.
Yes.
A laughter and a hatred, almost.
I find that this work gives me peace and purpose as I bring these souls to peace and purpose.
Is the purpose the bedspreads?
Not always. And he he smells the air for a minute. He closes his eyes and he looks at you all. What are you doing here? Come here for. He smells again in the air. He says, "A noble cause."
I want an internship. I'm just fooling all these people around.
Is reuniting children with their parents a noble venture? Feels weird to ask.
He smells in the air again, and he says, "No. I feel like it's more deep than just reuniting these children."
Can you smell the truth and the lies that we say?
I do not smell words and intent, but I do smell the quality of souls.
Well, my soul must smell the brightest of the bunch. Oh, I'm truly cut above the rest. I don't mean to brag. It's not very gentlemanly. Anyway, why are we here again?
Under your porcelain table where I smell rot of produce.
Dee Dee's eyes shift side to side. I don't know what he's talking about.
I almost want to take psychic damage from that, Dan. Mr. Gentleman just like just shuts up completely.
Dagmir, he once more looks at you all and says, now, unless you would like to join Bart here, I take it that you should go back in whence you came.
I'll look at Bart and hey, so after everything you just heard, you still wanna go for like a soul ride?
He's like, when you put it that way, it doesn't sound as appeasing as I thought, but also maybe it feels better after it happens.
That's quite possible. Maybe here's what my thought would be: maybe go see what other like attractions and stuff are available, and make this like your last stop. That way when you leave, you get like your last really good ride, and you're all full of like fun soul energy and whatever. And then you kind of make this like your last moment.
I feel like they're not really giving tours around this place. I saw a tentacle monster attacking several people and replacing their body parts with tentacles. So, I'm going to hedge my bets here because that guy seemed like he was having a lot of fun.
Yeah, all right. Well, you do you. I guess I just tried. So.
Oh my god.
What am I supposed to do?
Make a
I
charisma
know
check.
I'm with you. I don't know what to do either.
Make a charisma check.
Why? Please don't make me do that.
I mean, like, how are you supposed to convince somebody, no, you shouldn't get your soul rendered into bits and then shoved into a jar?
Now, Dan, normally I would make you pick which charisma skill I would use, but they're all the same, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to do persuasion. Well, I rolled a 6, but that's a 5 total, so...
He looks and he's like, who's to say all the other rooms aren't worse?
Yeah.
This sounds like the most fun place.
Sure.
I think I'm going to stick around.
All right, man. I will turn back to everyone else, go like, this idiot's a lost cause. I guess we can kind of move on or do whatever you guys want, but I did what I could.
Dee Dee, don't yuck anyone's yum.
I mean...
It's rude.
No, you're right, Mr. Gentleman. I didn't mean to, but my intention was that, like, if he thinks that this is the best he's going to get, then that just seems kind of, I don't know, short-sighted. But, okay.
Bart sits down in front of the guy, and he's like, all right, let her rip.
This is messed up, Dan. Oh God. You save someone who does not want to be saved.
I mean, we could always just do what we do best and murder hobo this entire room, but like,
Yeah, but he's 100% going to get caught in the crossfire. So this way, maybe at least he'll have some fun, you know?
I mean, like, who's to say he won't have fun if we just murder Hobo?
Mr. Degmere, I have a question. Do you ever sell the souls?
It depends. Do you have currency that would support the value of these?
So I was wondering maybe I could have this one as a free sample when you're done with him.
I can arrange that.
Oh, marvelous.
And he's like, all right, shall we begin, Bart? And Bart's like, all right, let's do it. And then he pulls some chains out from the ceiling. And then he immediately sinks these hooks into Bart. And he's like, oh no, this doesn't feel good at all. And then as the soul starts getting rendered out, and that part of him is still talking as a spirit, and then the body begins laughing, and he's like, oh, I'm in a lot of pain here. This
I fucking told you. Idiot.
But does that mean that you'd like this to stop?
Please help me. And then
Okay,
the
all right.
body's laughing.
Oh my god.
My good
All
friend, it appears that perhaps this one revokes the right for you to render his soul.
He looks at you all and he says, there's no refunds on this ride. As he's
Well, that's a bit fucked up, if I'm being honest.
well, he'll feel a lot better when he's in the jar.
You know,
He's like, as he's saying that, Bart's like, don't let him put me in that jar. I want to be in my body. As the body is laughing more.
I just... Friends, I do believe we have to involve ourselves in this endeavor. I personally don't believe that any person should be put into a jar.
Okay, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Degmere like operating the chains, or are the chains like doing his bidding?
100% he is using these chains as tools.
Got it. And he's like super focused.
He's pretty focused. He's in his head, well, he's as focused as he can be. It's like somebody knitting.
Sweet. Okay, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to go ahead and just like come up behind him and pull the soul comforter out of my bag and just throw it over his head.
Nice.
Okay. So as you're doing that, you throw it over him and he's like, what's that? Who turned the lights off? This is not funny. I'm in the middle of working. And you hear Bart yelling. He's like, it's dark, but also I still feel my body being rendered for my body. And Degmere, he says, you hear him. He's like, whoever is that, please take the blanket off.
Does the blanket do it? Does the blanket made of souls do anything?
No, it's not. It just feels like it's a sheet just
Oh,
thrown
it's just
over.
like okay.
Did you see the faces all kind of bouncing around a little bit?
Okay.
He's like, is this Tasha's threaded sheet? You've been here in her room. This is not appropriate. This could tear and spill out all the souls.
I'm going to take out and I'm going to shoot one of the jars and release one of the souls and see what happens.
Okay. So
I'm gonna give the blanket a dagger.
Okay. What kind of dagger? Do you have a magical dagger?
No, I have a regular one.
You have a regular dagger. You see, it does not. It hits it, but it does not go through.
It doesn't want it.
It doesn't want it. Like it seems like it wants it. Whenever you start going at it with the dagger, it like seems like it tenses up, like wanting you to get purchase and like
Listen,
slice
okay,
through it.
no, let me re-describe what I was trying to say. So remember when we met the blanket and the blanket wanted the sword?
Oh yeah.
When I said give it a dagger, I don't mean like give it the old dagger. I mean like offer it a dagger.
Like
It
hilt
just
first.
Oh, it does not
Yeah.
seem like it
Like
can hold the
Tinky
dagger.
style. Here you go, buddy.
You it does not seem like you can hold the dagger.
Oh. Well, at least Dagmir didn't see me.
No, he's
put it
like,
back.
what's going on back there? And he has begun to stop what he's doing. And you can hear Bart saying, "Oh, I think he's putting me back. I think I feel all right." And he's like, "I'm gonna have to stop this, and then have to rend all your souls, starting with whoever threw this very comfortable sheet over my head." As you do that, you do smoke. You shoot one of these souls, and it breaks open, and you see a greenish like spirit come out, almost like a waft of like, kind of like a blanket as well, but like more or less like a light, as it looks over, and it flying up to you. It almost like makes like a brightish like hum of light as it bestows your bow with a blessing, making it a +1 bow.
Yay! We are doing the right thing. Break the jars. Break all the jars.
And you do feel that like there is like a message that is bestowed along with that blessing that kind of gives you like, you can tell that the bow is also telling you that is the right course of action. It's propelling you to break the jars.
I will pass that on.
I'm gonna not be right behind this guy that's about to pull off the blanket and see me.
I'm gonna go right behind the person that's about to take off the blanket and give him a hug.
Yes.
Sure is.
Let's go.
Okay, he begins to start taking it off, and you go ahead and make a strength athletics check.
23.
Okay. So with the 23, you do grab onto this Degmir as he takes off part of the blanket, and he's only head, as he lets go of the chains, and the last bit of Bart falls back into his body, and he looks around and he says, "I gotta get out of here!" And he gets up and starts running.
Bye, Bart.
I'll see you later. And he runs out, and Degmir, he breathes heavily. He said, "You could have just left me to my work." And he smells the air once again, and he says, "For perhaps I will make your soul into a weapon to hunt, like the weapons that were used against you long ago."
Okay. Can I roll a self-induced wisdom saving throw against that?
Yeah, make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. That's good. That was a natural 19 for a total of 20.
Okay, perfect. Yes, you succeed in your madness roll. As he's like, so are you gonna let me go, or do we have to make this? Be serious.
You just looked like you wanted a hug.
That's safe. That's fair. But I was also working, and a blanket was thrown over me. But I'm gonna let that one slide.
Okay. I'm still going to keep giving you a hug.
I'm gonna shoot another jar when I have the opportunity.
He's like, "Hey, what's going on over there?" And he looks over. Go ahead and make an attack.
Um, 17.
17 hits, and you feel like the hum of your bow is positive. Like it's almost like radiating a little bit as it's telling you to like. It feels like it's telling you to keep going. Degmir says, "My jaws for Lady Tasha," and he's like, "All right, that's it." And he snaps one of his fingers, and several of the chains that were hanging above glow green, like ethereal, and everybody's gonna need to make initiative rolls.
Ooh.
Ooh.
7.
Let's see. Okay, so let me throw the initiative tracker out there first.
What happens when you crit fail an initiative?
Just bottom of the order.
Just
You
fate.
crit fail in real life.
Uh-huh. You said 7 for smoke?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see, for all of Embers is a 9. I don't know what they are yet. And 19. DD is a 7. It's funny because last battle it was a 7, I think.
I'm consistent.
Consistent.
If in the next initiative roll you're 7, that's good luck and you should buy a lotto ticket.
Mhm.
No, I won't need one because I'll have 3 7s on initiatives in a row.
What's Snugglesworth's?
5.
5. All right. And then let's put up. Let's see.
If you roll 3 11s in a row at a craps table, it makes security show up.
Nice.
That sounds like something that's fun then.
Why is it just saying? Let me see. No. Let's see. Turn order. Little. Oh, that's why. Okay. So, Degmir. He rolls. Okay. So who wants to go first in the 7s? Because I think there's Smoke, you said you were 7 too.
Yeah, Dee Dee, you can go first.
Okay.
So, top of the order is Mr. Gentleman.
Let's heckin' go. How many jars are left on the shelves that look like they have things in them?
Let me see. There is. Let's see. 4 more.
4 more. Okay. And then I cannot, like, my brain does not want to wrap itself around this dude's name, but our friend is still being grappled? Or did he get
No, Bart has fallen out, and he is.
No,
seeming
not
like
Bart.
he-
Our my sarcastic friend, our Frankenstein friend.
Oh, he is being grappled right now by Snugglesworth.
Okay.
Cuddlesworth, yes, but he has these chains coming out of the ceiling.
Okay. I think I am going to simply take out my broken repeating crossbow and take a shot at one of the jars.
Okay. 15. It does not hit. They're
What?
over by
Okay.
him.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. What's this let me do? No, that does not work. Okay. Cool. I am going to be dumb and move right there for part of my movement. And then I think that'll be it for me.
Okay. Let's see. Next up is Olive. Oh, everybody had low rolls. Let's see. I think Olive is gonna use. Olive's gonna do dark bolts. Let's see. I don't have it on her thing. Let's see. So she hurls 2 rays of shadow, so targets. So make a ranged spell attack for each ray. Okay. So I'm just gonna use this, but it's not gonna be that. So it makes 2 range attacks. One of them hits. He's gonna need to make a wisdom saving throw. Which is her. What is her? That's her save. What is Warlock saves again? Let's see. Do you think I would
Like
know?
charisma?
I know they're charisma, but
Wisdom?
I just. This is a wisdom save, but I just wondered what the. I don't think it says it on here. Her spell save is. I just
What
forgot
level?
what.
What level? Are you
Okay, it's 15. Okay.
doing? Oh, it's that then.
I need to put that on her sheet. So he's gonna make a wisdom saving throw, and he has to get 15. He gets a 3. He is stunned until his next turn. Yep. Okay, he's stunned. And that's all of Ember's turn. Except his DD.
Okay. So, which is this the Frankenstein dude?
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. And where are those jars?
They're right, like at the bottom where those boxes are,
Okay, cool.
and then there's some like a little bit on the other side of Snugglesworth.
Got
Cosworth.
Okay. So, what I'm gonna do is, I am going to go right here in a game of Protect Mr. Gentleman. I'm gonna start with a firebolt on. He does not have the
Yeah.
sheet on him still, correct?
It is just kind of around him. It's like more like a cloak now at this point.
Okay. See, I wonder if, because I like what the legal department was up to, but I don't know if Dee Dee would know what the legal department was theoretically up to. So, might as well just do what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do a firebolt with a 9, which I assume does not hit.
9. It's not gonna hit. No,
Okay. Do I get advantage because he's grappled, or nah?
I don't think that is for ranged.
I also don't think that's for ranged either.
I think it's whenever they're prone. No.
That sounds right. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I have a second thing I'm going to do, which is I'm going to have my little turret dude poke up over my shoulder and do a Force Ballista Blast for a pew pew with an 8. So no.
No.
And that's fun. And then I'm going to go... this is super boring. I'm just gonna go right in front of Mr. Gentleman. Bart is already gone, so that's okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go in front of Mr. Gentleman and kind of button up with my shield up, and then that's gonna end my turn.
Okay. Smoke on the water.
I'm gonna go for another jar.
Okay. Go ahead and make a attack.
18.
18 hits. It smashes another one. Good. And you can see the eyes of Degmir like darting around like angrily as this soul wisps by him and then kind of like dissipates into the air.
Awesome. And for my second action, I'm going to do it again.
Okay. Go ahead.
13.
13 does not hit, but it does seem that like since he is stunned, they are not very heavy looking jars. Could go and like smash them like as
Okay.
Let's see. You do notice too that there seems to be something that is attached to him, almost like he has like a big something in his pocket, something that's pretty big.
Huh. Okay. Okay, that's it for my turn.
Okay. Next up is Cosworth.
Okay, so he's stunned, right?
He is stunned, yes.
Okay. How tall is he? Am I taller than him?
You're just a little bit taller than him.
Okay. I'm going to, because I'm holding him, spin him around and pick him up by his legs, and just like pick him up and shake him. Try to like get anything of interest off of him.
Okay. You turn him upside down and you start just like shaking him like that. And you see a jar pop out of his pocket, smash against the ground, and you see this very ghastly, kind of withered together creature come out. And you hear almost like pretty parallel to his voice. You hear this Degmir say, "I'm free to taste the flesh of the living again." And Degmir just like darts his eyes as this like almost it looks like more of a put together version of him, but still very ghastly in its figure.
Okay. I'm then gonna drop him on the ground and just sit on him.
Okay. All right, you sit on Degmir. Okay.
I love you, Taryn. I just love you.
Legal department.
Okay. Should I understand that this corner I'm in has a lot of jars also? Or no?
There are a few, yes.
Okay. Do they look like they weigh less than 10 pounds?
Yes. They
Okay.
feel like they weigh like 5 pounds.
Do we get the sense that they're high enough up off of the crates that if I was to just like they would smash
Yes.
on the ground?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know why I wouldn't just do that. But I'm gonna mage hand it.
Okay. Just to be safe.
Yeah, just to be safe.
Keep your hand.
Keep my robes clean, I guess.
You just have your mage hand. I think mage hand would be able to push. It wouldn't be able to push all of them at the same time. Because what? Mage hand only has like. Mage hand has this. Wait, you just posted it. Let me see. You can't carry more than 10 pounds. So it would only be able to interact with one thing at a time. So it can definitely help expedite the process of it picking up a jar, dropping it on the ground.
Okay, so I'm gonna enlist my mage hand to help me out, and then what do you think? Do you think it is fine since I'm not like moving from here? Can I also use my spear to like knock some off?
Yeah. No, they're
Not
big
too many
crates and stuff like
actions?
that. But like definitely that guy is only a little bit taller than you. So these were all in like spots that you could just grab. So
Alright.
yeah, you can just knock one off as your hand just pushes another one off. And you could hear Dagmir say, "Stop them, you fool!" And the ghoul looks over at, or the ghastly figure looks over at Degmir and Snugglesworth or Cuddlesworth and swings at him. He's going to swing at him with his claws. What's Cuddlesworth's AC?
16.
Okay, he barely misses him. And then he's going to try to get out of. You see that he is now no longer stunned. And that's going to be back to the top of the order. Let's see. Why? No, not 8, not 28. 14. Okay. There we go. All right, back to the top of the order. Mr. Gentleman.
Mr. Gentleman. Mr. Gentleman, seeing the creepy little jar, Dagmir is gonna go, ugh, and then try and shoot it with his crossbow.
Okay. 15 hits.
Yay! And its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
Nice.
And he takes 6 damage, please.
6 damage. Okay.
And Mr. Gentleman, also remembering that he only has 11 hit points left, is going to back the fuck up.
That's fair. That's fair.
That's very fair, I feel. And that will be my turn.
Let's see. Stunt. Tradition. Okay. So, what they are going to do is the Dagmir still underneath Cuddlesworth is going to make a whistle noise, and the chains are going to swing down from the ceiling. Hits Cuddlesworth with 21. It does 11 slashing damage. It grapples you. So these chains, you sitting on top of him, they come swinging down from the ceiling, and then they just like wrap around you and lift you off of him. And he is going to look up at all of you guys, and he sees the jars smashed on the ground, and he says, "What have you done? Those were for Lady Tasha." And he swings at Dee with one of his other chains.
That's rude.
It's going to be 19.
Oh, that sucks. That's one more than my AC.
Let's see. Oh, okay.
Don't do that. Don't say that.
Up to 3. Let's see. So I need to put these guys out here too. We're just going to pretend that. Let's see. Oh, maybe they're in objects. Do I have fun things in this object one? Let's see. We're just going to say that this is not what they look like, but because I can't find anything else. The chains all are. Let me see. I'll just use these weird looking things. Oh, no, that's too big.
Pass.
There's one there.
Oh God. No, I hate it so much.
It looks so weird.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
There's
You
one
can't
there.
help with that.
And then there's one there. The chains all coming out of the ceiling. You can see that the chains that reacted were only reacting to him swinging at you. But they are kind of floating ready for his other attacks. The bottle Degmere looks at the suspended Cuddlesworth, and he's going to attack him again. What is that? That's going to be a 18. So he's going to do 10 damage, 10 slashing damage. And then you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
16.
Okay, you succeed the paralyzing claws, and that's their turn. Olive, seeing all this happening, she is going to Eldritch Blast the chains that just hit Dee Dee. Hitting them. Is there 2 Eldritch Blasts? Is that what I'm missing? Oh, yeah. She could attack twice with them. Okay. So they both hit for a d4 plus 10. I mean, 1d10 plus 4. So that's 9. And that's 14. So she sees that chain hit Dee Dee, and she's like, keep your chains to yourself. And she finger guns the chains, shooting 2 holes into the chains, unlinking them from the ceiling. And they just fall limp on the ground.
My hero.
Dee Dee, is your turn.
Did I take damage from the chain attack on me?
Oh yeah. Let me see what that was. That was 11 slashing damage.
Okay. Is it magical or not magical?
It is magical.
Magical. Okay. Thank you. You said 11.
11.
That sucks. Okay. And am I grappled?
No, you're not. Because
Okay.
even if you were, yeah, no, you're no longer grappled. It seemed like they were about to start hoisting you up, but
Right.
Olive shot him.
Got him. Okay. Cool. So, for my first trick,
Put a little
so
X
there's
on
the
this one.
jar Dagmere right in front of me.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So for my action, I'm gonna stab at him. Am I? Yeah. Yeah, why not? I'm gonna attempt to stab at him
Okay.
with my dagger.
All right. 20. That'll do it.
Fabulous. That is 8 piercing damage. Hell
8
yeah. Max
piercing.
damage.
Okay. Nice.
Oh wait, 1 below max damage. Oh no, that's max damage. Max damage. Cool.
Max
Awesome.
damage.
Excellent. So I'm gonna do that, and then for my bonus action, I can do. Nope, that's dash, not disengage, which is different. I'm gonna have my cannon fire at other Dagmere.
Okay.
Because that's still a clear shot, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that is my first ballista. So that's a 16.
16 hits.
Awesome. That's 11 force damage.
Okay.
And pushed 5 feet directly away from me. So I assume that would be,
That would be towards the back.
yeah,
5 or 10 feet?
5 feet.
Okay.
5 a little boop. Okay, cool. And now I'm up here, and so I'm going to do me a tacky retreat back here with Miss Embers and Mr. Gentleman, and I will give a appreciative eye up at Miss Olive Embers and go, thanks for the assist. I really appreciate that. Yeah, no, this is great. How are you?
I'll be a lot better once all these chains are gone.
Yeah, you focus on that. I'll just shoot the guy in the face again. That sounds fun. Yeah.
All right, smoke on the water.
Okay, am I correct in assuming I have not had time to attune to this new sword?
That is correct.
Okay. So I'm gonna keep using the bow then,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take one shot at the real Dagmir and one at the.
Oh, you
At
shot
the-
the other one, so he got
Yeah.
pushed back over here. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. So first the corporeal one.
Okay, yeah. The true one.
And that is a shoot. I wish I had that sword. I could use that sword. That was a nat 20 for 30.
Okay, nice. For 30. All right. Go ahead and roll damage. Remember, you roll and then you add whatever you rolled to the max damage that your dice would already have.
17, 20, 29.
Okay. How does it look as how do you want to do this as you kill this
Right in the eye.
he says, "Oh, it's been so long since I've tasted the air of soul." And then the arrow just goes right into the eye, and he just goes and slumps onto the ground. And Dagmir looks at it, and he said, "While I wasn't quite fond of that soul, I was a little attached to it. It seems like I have to think of something very torturous for your souls once I've made it into a product." Next up, Callsworth. Oh, is that all you got, or do you have
No, I've got an
anything else?
attack on him also.
Okay.
So.
Okay, so go ahead and swing.
That's a 16.
16's what you need.
Awesome for 9 points of damage.
9 damage. Okay. He's looking still pretty chonky. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Cuddlesworth, you're up.
So I'm still just being held by chains in the air, right?
Yep. You'll need to make a. Go ahead and make a. What is it to get out of grapple? Is it a strength? I think it is a strength. Not that one. Yep, it's strength, athletics, or dexterity, acrobatics.
Okay. First, though, question: if I'm being held and wrapped by chains, what happens if I get big?
There's one way to find out.
All right, let's get big.
All right. You grow big, and as you do, you feel the chains like tightening up on you. They not like choking you or anything, but you seem like more chains are getting added to like wrap around you as you're getting bigger.
Okay. And I'm gonna try to break free.
Okay.
That's an 18 on the athletics.
18 is what you need. You get out. How does it look as Kettlesworth breaks out of these chains?
I like to imagine he's just getting big, and as more are coming down, he's just popping chains as he's just getting large.
Mhm.
And then he's gonna hold on to one of the chains and start dangling from it and start swinging around like a freaking monkey.
Okay, yeah. As these, it feels like you can see the ceiling, but there's like a dark shadowness to it as these more and more of these chains are just whipping out of the darkness and trying to wrap around you. But every time it wraps around, you just start getting bigger and bigger, and you end up busting out of them. What would you like to do now? As you are hanging, you're not hanging. It's not super high up. You were like suspended off the ground, but you're definitely like 5 feet above.
Okay, I want to reach down and grab somebody and pick him up and throw him while I'm swinging around.
You want to try to pick up Dagmir or like one of the bodies?
We'll pick up Dagmir. We'll try it. Why not?
Okay. All right, let me put an X on this guy. Okay, let's see.
It's an athletics check.
Yeah, let's see an athletics contest.
It's a 21 for me.
He got a 20. Nat 20. As you go to grab him, he's like, no, you were supposed to stay up in the chains. But you see like his animated chain grabbing him to make sure he doesn't get picked up, and like pulling him to stay on the ground. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, he's just gonna swing over to the wall and get ready to bounce back to try to grab him from swinging the other way.
Okay. All right, legal department.
Well, are there any more jars back here?
There are. You guys have destroyed 4 so far, so there's 2 left.
Cool. I'm gonna have Mage Hand go at one of them, and then, do I have a clear shot, like an Eldritch Blast shot on Dagmir?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
Okay.
And that was a 9. Does that hit?
9 does not hit.
Boo.
But you bust the jars open. As I think there's 1 jar left. As I think you can use your interaction to. It's an object interaction. You can
Great. Yeah, I'm gonna do
grab
that.
one of them and just smash it on the ground. Yeah, so you.
No, I'm not. If I grab it, I'm not gonna smash it. I'm gonna just like delicately open it.
Okay. Yeah, you can delicately open it, and it seems like this one is just a little bit more happier to have not gotten glass all over the soul as it kind of slowly dissipates into the air. And
The jar.
okay. You hear Dagmir says, "No, all my souls! I've worked so hard for those. They were going to be crafted into small stones that tell you what the weather is."
Couldn't you just go outside?
It's better for demons and such if they want to kind of just bed rot a little bit, or if there's a blood storm, they can just go out and bask in it.
legal department is just she just shrugs as if to say, okay, well, I'm gonna keep smashing your fucking jars.
You've smashed all of them. Okay, so it back to top order. It's gonna be Mr. Gentleman.
All right. So let's. I think I'm gonna do something a little bit different. And I think I'm gonna shoot at Dagmir.
Okay.
Yeah. For funsies. Will 11 get me?
11 is not hit.
No. Okay.
Sadly.
Rip me.
Why does he keep on becoming 28? Okay, so
Because
it's
he just wants to.
see it happen again.
Maybe he just. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe there's a ghost in Roll20 that's trying to change it.
All ghosts, no features.
All ghosts, no features.
So he is going to attack. Who just swung at him? I think he's going to attack Cuddlesworth again. Seeing him flying around, almost hitting him, almost picking him up. He's gonna get a 21 and a 24. That's gonna be 11 slashing damage, 22 slashing damage, and then you're restrained again.
Well, I'm also unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
He's seeing that you're unconscious. He's gonna leave you in one of the chains, and he's gonna start moving over here towards Smoke. And he looks at you with his yellow eyes, and you have not seen them this close as you guys have been talking. He looks at you, and he smells in the air once again, and he says, "What honor you seek for some past mistakes, for a past you are hiding." You will make an excellent soul pelt as he ends his turn. It's all of Embers. Her kind of getting freaked out. She is going to just keep on shooting Eldritch Blasts at this big creepy guy. Let's see, she shoots 2 Eldritch Blasts. One of them hits, and it's going to do 9 damage and push this guy away from you, Smoke.
Yay.
Push him all the way to the back. And that's all of his turn. DG.
So, my big boy kitty cat is blocking most of my second screen, so we're gonna guess at some of this information. I am going to make a break for Cuddlesworth and end up, I think, down. Well, no, I lied. I'm so sorry. He is engrabined in one chain, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, as my bonus action, Yeah, as a bonus action to start, I'm going to have my turret do a ballista blast on Degmir.
Okay.
And I rolled something, but his butt is in the way. Did it hit?
Let me see.
24?
24 hits.
Yay! And now for damage. That's 4 damage, and he gets moved 5 feet away from me. And then I'm going to... Sorry, little boy. There we go. I'm going to go down here, and I'm just going to hand on Cuddlesworth, and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Out of a... Ooh, what spell slots do I have? Level 1. Okay, fine. Where's the okay button? Phoebe, I'm so sorry. I need you to move your butt. There we go. For 8 heals onto Cuddlesworth, please.
Thank you.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna back up again to right there. Yes, right there. And then that is gonna end my turn.
Okay. Smoke.
All right. I'm taking 2 more shots at Dagmare.
Okay. Go ahead.
14.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
And the other one?
17.
That hits.
For 12 piercing damage.
All right. 12 piercing damage. Okay. He seems like he is pretty bloodied to your look as you... The first arrow, he's pushed back onto these bodies, including the most recent one. And as your arrow flies by him, and the second one just goes right into his body, and he looks at it and he says, "I'm beginning to think that I'm going to have to be very inventive with all of your tortures. I'm going to really need to make it hurt." As Cuddlesworth, it is your turn.
Okay, I will rage and attempt to break up these chains again and get big.
Okay. Not that one.
That's
All right.
24 on my athletics.
All right, you break through the chains.
Okay, I'm going to continue hanging on. Can I grab a second one and try to stab it through him as I'm swinging by to hold him up by his own chains?
Let's see. You can certainly try.
Okay, what do I roll for that? Is that
Let's see. That's gonna be a chain. Let's see a chain attack. Let's see. What is a chain attack?
I have Tavern Brawler if you just want me to do improvised weapon.
You know what? Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. We'll make it a reckless attack.
Okay.
So it's a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Okay.
Roll 2d6.
2d6. Okay. 4. Do I add anything to it?
Your strength modifier.
8.
8 damage. Okay. You go swinging by him, and you grabbing one of the chains goes right into his stomach, and he looks at it, and it already knowing that like it's got purchase onto somebody's skin, begins wrapping him up and like bringing him up into the air. He's like, "What? No, this is my chains." He's now up in the air with those chains. Legal department.
Can I? Wait, no. We're not gonna get close to that fucking thing. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast again. That's what I'm
Okay.
going to do.
Okay.
I'm gonna Eldritch Blast the fella. Big mirror fella. That's better.
Nice.
Does a 19 hit?
Yep.
Okay, I think that's 2. It's 1d10. Not excellent. That's 2.
2 plus something, right? Plus
Is it?
your, I think so. It's plus your spell modifier.
Oh.
What would that be? Let's see.
Yeah, so that would be a 3. So that's 5 altogether.
Okay, 5 altogether. All right. It's looking pretty beat up. Anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think I can bonus action anything right now.
Okay. Mr. Gentleman.
We're moving through turn order so fast.
No, right.
Okay. Is Dagmar dead?
No, he is
He's
suspended
Okay.
from like in the air, not dead yet.
Okay. I'd like to switch from my crossbow to my boom gun.
Okay.
And I would like to. Which chain is he suspended from?
Sorry, it's this one right here.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I wanted to make sure. I'd like to shoot at him, please.
Okay.
Does an 18 hit?
18 hits.
Cool. Can he make me a strength saving throw, or is he not able to be pushed back 10 feet?
I don't think he's able to be pushed back 10 feet.
Because of the suspension, I wouldn't assume.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does he swing back and forth like a pinata?
Yeah, can he do that violently? And like for some bludgeoning damage at the same time?
I'd say because he is 10 feet away or 5 feet away from the wall, that you pushing him 10 feet, he would for sure take bludgeoning damage as he swings, hits it, and then comes back. Let me see.
At what point does he have
He
to
takes
roll
3
for
damage.
concussion? Okay.
Concussion, it would have to be he would have to be a lot more soft headed to have concussion.
And he takes 11 points of damage from the boom gun.
11 damage. Okay. How does it look as Mr. Gentleman kills Dagmar?
Honestly, I think it's just Mr. Gentleman lines up the shot, and then he just starts swinging wildly, and then he just like conks his head in an incorrect way, and it either snaps his neck or he just gets a concussion and dies.
So he goes and smashes his head, and he is swinging. And as he looks at you all, he's like definitely isn't like moving anymore, obviously. The chains that were floating are all falling on the ground. The chains that have been in the ceiling are like falling on the ground. And he says, as he is dying, he says, I just wanted peace and purpose. And he's like, oh, is that you, Lady Tasha? No! And then like you can hear you hear as his eyes like brightly open up, and like you just see like his eyes kind of flash out, and then his body just hangs there in the chains. And then they just fall out of the ceiling, and he just plops on the ground.
Mr. Gentleman looks at his hands and goes, "What have I done?" And then just moves on with his life.
That was a great
I
shot,
think
Mr.
what
Gentleman.
you've done is you've done a pinata but with a gun.
Ugh. It's so unsportsmanlike.
So how's old Bart? Where was he during all this?
Bart, he was making himself as small as he could be in the boxes. He's like, is the crazy guy with the chains gone?
Yes.
Yeah, Bart, you can come on out.
And
I don't
I'm
know
going to
what-
start smashing all the rest of the bottles, just picking them up and throwing them on the ground.
Okay. Yes, there's a few more. They all are getting smashed, and you see like almost like yellowish smoke coming out of some of them and just like dissipating. You feel like the hum of approval from your bow, like a warmth in this very cold and almost sterile room.
Yeah.
You looking also at these bodies that are like piled up right next to the dead body of Degmir. There are withered and gnarled bodies, all they're all petrified essentially, and they're all like kind of frozen in a smile.
Well, at least they died happy.
You see Bart, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know about that. I feel like I was very not thinking straight. Like there was something like hanging over my eyes, telling me that everything seemed fine. So they probably died excruciatingly."
Yeah, that sounds about right, Bart. But you know what?
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we saved you.
In hindsight, yeah. Thank you. I am actually glad you saved me too.
Yeah. Bart, we are looking for missing children. Have you seen?
No, I've only really been into a couple rooms. I lucked out and didn't get stuck in one of those cage rooms, but I'm sure there's kids around here somewhere.
Yes, we will find.
Can I have
we
this
been
whole
to the
blanket back?
cage rooms?
Mm-hmm. Wait, what did you say, Finn?
Have we been to the cage rooms that he just mentioned?
Yes, the cage rooms. It
Okay.
seemed like the cage rooms were the tentacle room with the
That's what I
cages.
thought. Cool. Thank you.
Yes, you pick up the sheet. The sheet was at the ground of Degmir, and it's kind of just like in a crumpled little pile.
I'm gonna neatly fold it and put it back in the Documency satchel.
Okay.
Here, I
Well,
think
we
your
go.
satchel's like my phone. Don't scroll in the pictures. 'Cause I have pictures of wounds from my patient. I feel like your bag is like, don't look in the bag.
Lisa, I feel like you and I have very similar camera rolls, just different fonts.
Yep.
He Bart kind of looks around and he's like, so where are we? Is this some sort of weird funhouse?
Again, I do not understand everyone's definition of fun.
Well, I just mean like fun houses is in like every room's kind of like different.
Yeah, I mean,
carnival.
yeah, it's kind of like that. It seems to be like a tent of horrors or something, if you would. But Yeah, a fun house, you could say sarcastically.
Okay. Well, are you guys going to be going around? Maybe there's an actual fun place.
Yeah, Bart, do you want to come with us?
No, yeah, sure.
Oh,
I
great.
mean, I didn't enjoy what that guy did to me, but at the same time, like everything up to that point, it seemed really interesting.
Yeah, I think that's super cool. Hey, Bart, what's your like profession, my dude? What can you do?
Oh, I like weaving,
Cool.
like
Okay.
baskets.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Bart. Well, here's what I think. Right. So I'm doing
Okay.
a little bit of this thing called like amassing an army, right? And so I think you would fit right in with one of my recruits, so we could get ready for the end of times. How about yeah, you come and adventure with us, and this will be kind of like your little initiation, and we'll put those weaving skills to the test. How about that?
As much I'm not a fan of like organized militias. I'm
Oh, we're
always
anything but
down.
organized.
I was gonna say.
I'm ready to try out anything once. You know, sure, why not?
Yeah,
Speak for
honestly, it'd be kind of a
yourself.
red flag if you agreed to do that, pointing over at Degmere, and then chose to not just trust that, we'd probably have some fun. That would really hurt my feelings. But hey,
Yeah.
I'm glad that you're in, so, let's show you a good time.
I also want to be clear too. I felt like I looked at that guy's eyes and he started talking to me about uh my almost like my ideals and my purpose in life, and that kind of really won me over. So
Ah,
I don't want to just say that like I wanted to get my soul rendered off of my body. It
right.
almost felt like I was like tricked
Oh,
uh, magically.
right.
Um, so that being said, yeah, I'm down to leave things open and join whatever thing that you're doing.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Come on aboard. All right. Everybody, this is Bart. Bart's gonna hang out with us for a bit. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. Nobody kill Bart. Okay.
Understood.
Bart's like, is that something that you guys have to worry about? Like you guys kill each other?
We typically don't worry about killing. That doesn't really seem to bother us too much. But it's always best to just call your shots, as it were, ahead of time.
Ah, fair enough. Okay. Hi guys. Glad to be here. If you guys need any like baskets weaved, I can also weave other things too. Um, yeah. Thanks for having me. Kind of takes a step back.
Cool. I'll point to everyone in and name them in turn, and then name myself because I realized I haven't introduced myself yet to Bart, so that way he knows everyone's names.
He goes around and he shakes everybody's hand that wants to shake his hand.
Legal does not shake his hand. She just kind of grumbles and says, "Some of us are very organized. Thank you very much."
That's fair. Yeah, sure. Okay. Thanks for saving me and not letting me get my soul rendered. If you want like a scarf or something, I can weave that.
Actually, I have a question for you.
Okay.
She takes out the soul blanket.
As you pull out the blanket, you see some like faces like kind of pressing out. He's like, "Oh my god, what is that?
I think it's a flat sheet made out of souls.
Burn it!"
Oh, I don't think I'm going to do that.
I don't like it. I don't like how it's looking at me. He turns his face away from it.
Legal was hoping that he would have like insight about the thread count. But it seems like probably nah.
Probably not, indeed.
Okay.
So you have a bowl of yarn?
Me?
Not on me, but if you
Oh,
find a ball of yarn, I
That
could.
that is too bad. I like yarn.
Well, maybe I don't know. I feel like I had more stuff whenever I came in here. Maybe we can find it.
Let us look. This is worthy.
Okay.
Search the room.
Searching the room, you don't find really anything. Really, it was just the jars. There's boxes. But aside from that, you do
Oh, are the
not.
jars magical? I kept one of the jars.
You did keep one of the jars. The jars. They are not magical.
Okay.
It seemed like Degmir doing what he was doing just used them as just like glassware.
Got it. Kind of like a bulk buy, kind of mason jars in a pallet from Costco kind of deal.
Exactly.
Right.
All right. What would y'all like to do now?
Is there another way out of this room?
Nope. Just the
No?
way that you guys came.
Let me go back to the map.
Is there a map? Do we have a map?
There is a map. Oh, it's the map that's on Roll20. Oh, I just made it go everywhere. Nope. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Yes.
So you guys were, let's see, it's area 5. Let's see. Okay, reveal. So you guys came from this little hallway here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. So you guys have been here, and going back through this doorway will bring you to this hallway right here. And in that hallway, you have a few more places you can go. You have 3 other places you can go.
Aha.
I also would like to throw out there that before we really decide to go anywhere, a short little break would not be terrible. I am not feeling good.
Some hit die might be good to roll, yeah?
Yeah.
Olive says, yeah, a little stop wouldn't hurt anybody. I feel like everybody good on that.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a lovely, lovely option.
Okay, so she's like, all right, let's just do we put boxes up against the door, or I mean, do we want to barricade the other rooms where the other people were?
Well, the room that we just came from was the tentacle room, correct?
It was a hallway where the tentacle room was. So there's a
Okay.
hallway that goes back to the bedroom.
Mhm.
But aside from that, there's been only 2 rooms that you guys have gone in through.
Right. What was the state of the tentacle room when we left it? The tentacles were like neutralized, right?
Yes. It
Okay.
feels like whatever you attacked, whenever it died, all the
Yeah.
tentacles kind of just dissipated.
Got it. Okay. Maybe we should go back to where the other people were. Do a little check-in. Sorry, I'm not using the DD voice. Maybe we should go back to check where the other people were and do like a little check-in and like rest with everybody and, safety and numbers and stuff, yeah?
All this is
Yes.
sounds good to me. Everybody else in agreement?
Then let's go.
Okay, perfect. So everybody goes back to the room. You see, oh, there's 2 shadows. Oop. You see the families kind of still gathered around here. Oh, you do see one of them. They're like, "Oh, you came back. Did you find what you were looking for?"
We found a new friend named Bart.
The basket weaver.
Yeah, he's right here.
Some people go, ah. He's like, oh, hey guys, I met some people. They saved me from getting my soul rendered from my body. They're like, you saved that guy? That guy sucks. Somebody else is like, hey, come on, the baskets are okay quality. And Bart's like, all right, I'm gonna sit over here until we're ready to go. And he just goes over to the corner and just sits down.
Guys, I may be starting to regret recruiting Bart when I could have recruited others, but maybe this is the start of Bart's like true heroic story. Maybe we're here to witness it, right? Right?
Everyone deserves chance to be who they are meant to be.
Yeah.
Yes.
All of Embers says, Bart, you might even be a good bard or something. You weave things. Maybe you go touch that harp over there. She's like, no, I'm just kidding. Don't touch that harp, Bart. You will die. And he at first smiling at the prospect of maybe being a bard, his smile like faints away as she says, you might die. He's like, would I really die? Is that guy dead? And there's like still like little smokes coming off of the dead guy that touched the harp earlier. And Olive's like, yeah, you'll probably die. You'll probably be worse. All right, we ready to take a nap?
Yeah, I think it's nap time.
Nap time.
Nap time.
All right. She moves some stuff into the door. And she's like, all right, let's all take some naps. You can see that there is like towards the back where the dead bodies of the hooked cord, that's where all the civilians are. Okay. We're doing our hit die rolls. How long does this short rest take?
I don't know.
See.
How long do you want it to take?
An hour. So during this time, I believe instead of, I guess on top of healing smoke, if you would like, you could also take this time to attune to that sword.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So attuning to that sword, I gave you the stats for it.
Yes.
But as you attune to it, you do feel like almost like the same thing as the bow, in that it has like a warmth to you holding it, like it just feels right.
Mhm.
And yeah, you have attuned to this sword, as it almost feels like it wants you to begin slaying evil with it.
Huzzah!
Okay.
Well, I may not like this fun house, but the fun house has given me some cool shit now.
Mhm. Anything else you all would like to do? Nope. Okay. So you guys, let me see.
I lied.
You,
Can I do one thing?
yes, of course.
I want to go up to one of the people that said that Bart was the worst, and I want to sit next to him and be like, "So, tell me what you know about this Bart fellow. What do you want
Um,
me to tell him?"
he's always happy and curious.
Hmm.
He's always looking for like adventures.
Hmm. And
Um,
is that a bad thing? Do we not like that?
we like kind of like to keep it to our own, so
Oh,
we don't
okay.
get kidnapped in some crazy fun house. But I mean,
Mm,
we're mostly here for our kids.
okay.
But he doesn't have any kids. I don't know why he got stuck here. He probably just followed us because he
Perhaps they just
had like
liked his weaving.
maybe some sort of fear of missing out or something.
Mm,
His weaving's pretty nice though.
yeah.
He does apparently a thing called underwater basket weaving, which just
Oh,
seems a little pretentious.
how so? What do you mean?
You can do basket weaving out of the water and it's fine.
Um,
So why would you do it under the water? You see what I'm saying?
I do indeed. Yes, you're quite right. Huh. Well, thank you. I shall keep.
He's really good
uh,
at it though.
um, Interesting. Well, thank you for the information. I do appreciate it. And then Mr. Gentleman gets up and then walks over to Dee Dee and very quietly says, "I wouldn't worry. It seems that these poor individuals just have no concept of what it means to be a main character or
Ah,
have
I see.
main character energy. So don't feel bad."
Got it. Truly, truly, they are both blessed and cursed with
Mhm.
such a position.
Yes, I guess you could also say that they give off very NPC vibes.
Right. Yeah. No, that I completely agree. And Dee Dee
Mhm.
hides his eyes and goes, "I don't know what that is," but doesn't want to seem a fool, as if he has not done his required reading and homework from Mr. Gentleman's School of whatever the fuck they called it before.
Yes, yes, indeed, quite. Perhaps they are not as woke as Bart appears to be.
Yes. Yes. Of course. Uh huh. Right.
Yes. Okay, I'm ready to move on, Dan.
Okay,
Thank you for allowing
perfect.
me to do that.
Absolutely. So you guys, short rest uh, without a hitch. Um,
I'm gonna read some of my book about cooking oozes.
okay. You reading about cooking oozes.
Yep.
You find that there are many different kinds of oozes, and that in beating them to a pulp to the point where they're kind of dead, that you could cook certain oozes and like break them down for certain like basically like potions. Essentially, you can cook them down to like give you like resistances to things. And there are certain oozes that you can detake that may potentially turn you to ooze, but only for a short time. But there's also bad oozes. The bad oozes that just turn you into an ooze and you don't turn back. They're kind of like mushrooms.
Ooh.
Okay. Would anybody else like to do anything while we're short resting? All right. So you guys finish up short resting, and now you have the north part of this room that Cuddlesworth came through at the beginning, where there was tables of people eating that only Cuddlesworth and all of Ember saw. And then there's also the hallway that you guys just came through that has another couple of doorways to go through. So where would y'all like to go next?
Mr. Gentleman, make a choice.
Yeah,
Why do I have to do it?
you're the leader.
No, why am I the leader?
All of Ember says because you lost a pinky. You have
This isn't a character voice. I
you
can't
have
be
a-
beholden to that.
you have a retribution arc.
Oh, am I entitled to revenge? Is this in my unhinged era?
It seemed
Oh,
like
hold
it.
on.
You were drinking pretty bad the other day.
Yes, but I got over that because I'm a gentleman.
Are you sure? Every time we say pinky, you kind of freak out a little bit.
It's fine. I'm not still emotional about it at all. Fine.
So whenever we say pinky's up and you like
Oh,
clench a
God.
little bit, that's
Ugh.
just involuntary. Or you mean to
Mr.
do
Trollman
that?
goes up to Olive Embers and very quietly leans in and says, I shall forgive your transgressions as a pupil of mine has taken an interest in you. But I shall say this to you now, lady. It is very ungentlemanly like to torture a gentleman in this way. We shall speak of it no more. And then he backs away. Cottlesworth, why don't you lead the way into the room in which you came from?
He looks around for a second. Which way was that?
Is it the way with the food, my dear boy?
Oh, right, the food.
The food.
And then he goes.
The food. That's right. So you guys go back into this room with food. A banquet hall stretches out before you. There are still several people at the chairs eating. One of them looks over and says, "Is that Sir Cuddlesworth back again to eat some more? We have several new champions over here." And you see one guy kind of busting out of his tuxedo. He's like, "Oh yes, I've been eating mashers and bangers and all sorts of things that they've been bringing up to us, and they have been delicious. Bring me more cake." let's see. He says that. So
Distinguished gentlemen these are.
everybody make a perception check.
Wow. 23.
Yes.
I know.
Okay.
I
Let's
rolled
go.
a natural one. He is sitting down and beginning to eat food.
Okay. Let's see. So who made higher than a 16? Let's see, Finn. You said 21.
Wait, hang on. I'm coming. Let me try.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it in
Gross.
there. I can't see. Now there's a different cat in front. Oh, it's a 19. I got a 19. I'm helping.
19. You notice that these people are just eating so much and they're just gaining so much weight. Cuddlesworth, make a wisdom saving throw. And also with those perception checks, you do notice that there are what are DD, Finn, and Shadow's favorite foods?
Oh. Fish. Probably fish. She's a cat.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dee Dee gets by on like salt licks and bones and sunlight, but in
Can
a
I
way that
offer-
doesn't break the mechanics of the game.
Can I
So
offer you a suggestion?
Of course, please.
Himalayan salt lamp.
Oh yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's like an iridescent salt block from high atop an unreachable mountain. That's what Dee Dee's favorite food is.
There's definitely like an orange salt block like in the middle that you can just like pinch off some and like sprinkle it on certain foods, as well as platters of fish. What's Mr. Gentleman's favorite food?
I think it would be corned beef and cabbage and like black-eyed peas.
Yes, you see at one of the chairs, there's also that. There is just like assortment of all different kind of southern kind of cooking. And just a whole platter of everything that you can imagine, as people are just reaching over and grabbing them and eating. What would y'all like to do here?
It's not what I'd like to do, it's what would I do? You know?
Mhm.
Is there a role I can make?
Let's see. Let's do what would it be to, let's say it's a wisdom check.
Wisdom. That's an 8.
You feel like you would want to eat.
I
Take a
think
bite.
I'm eating as much as player Lisa does not want to. Character
Mhm.
Smoke is gonna go for it.
Okay. Character Smoke takes a bite and then realizes it might be the most freshest fish you've ever tasted, aside from like getting it right out of the river. You take another bite and another bite, and you right next to Cuddlesworth to just start eating as much as you can. You see whoever else has noticed their food, go ahead and make wisdom saving throws.
Let's
Dan,
hope this
Dan,
plus
I-
0 gets me.
Huh?
Dan, I get to use a thing that I forget about.
The thing?
The thing.
What's the thing?
Hang on. I have because of my foodie ancestry. I have necessary flavor.
Ah, nice.
So I have advantage on wisdom saving throws.
Finn, you start eating some too. You think you've seen some better salt blocks.
Could I offer a different perspective?
Yeah, go ahead.
I think what it is that Dee Dee is horrendously cartoonishly like tempted by this salt block, and then realizes no, it's time for the mission. I have to stay focused on the mission. And during this whole internal conflict is when he does not realize that everyone else is falling prey to their own food.
Yeah, people are just eating away. And one of them's like, "Oh my god, this cherry pie is simply amazing!" And one of them's like, "They're bringing the blood pudding out next." What is legal department doing while all this is happening?
Does her 7 perception mean that she like didn't see any food? Is that how are we interpreting that?
Legal department does not find anything that would really pop out for legal department to like. What's like? If you would tell, that's why. What is legal department's favorite food?
What is legal department's favorite food?
Mm-hmm.
Justice.
You know those salads where you have to peel the grapes?
Mm-hmm.
That.
I love it.
There's no salad here. There's like, it's all just heavy food just everywhere. And of course, like literally piles of salt, like blocks of salt, blocks of sugar, and it just seems gross to you. It's almost making you gag a little bit by how gluttonous it all is.
Yeah.
And
what's going on in this room over here with all these knives? Is this some sort of kitchen?
It is. You see certain you see there are people dressed up in fine attire putting certain stuff together and bringing it over.
And why is there like a big old hole in the floor?
Oh, that is because as you see one of the gentlemen is like, "Oh, I can't eat anymore," and somebody says, "Oh, here comes the hooks," and then a hook slowly comes over and then drops down, grabs the guy from the pants, and he's like, "All right, bye, gentlemen," and it brings him back up, hoists him over, drops him in the hole.
I would like to go closer to the hole.
Okay.
I would like to look down into the hole.
Looking down into the hole.
You're gonna have to save us all. You know this. You and Dee Dee.
You see a massive contraption in in the middle of this room. You see above, like kind of like in the dark, it's a lot higher ceiling here. There's several people in on these hooks as they're like trying to like fidget a little bit as they're getting dropped into this chute. You see humanoid pigs, goats, cows, and chickens, just all running around, cooking, not taking up any of any look to you. But they're all communicating as chefs do. They're also, yes, chef, behind you, chef. We're like, I need a few more souls over here, chef. Yes, chef. As they're just kind of walking around, he's like, all right, how's the blood pudding going? He's like, I'm contesting it down, chef. When somebody comes up and they say, excuse me, what do you need anything here?
Is this some sort of Sweeney Todd situation? What happens in the hole?
How about you eat some food and you find that out?
I am not interested, thank you.
What do you mean you're not interested?
I'm not hungry.
Was the food not to your liking?
No.
Why not? Did you try it?
No, I don't have much of an appetite at the moment. I think I'm a little put off, to be honest.
Make an insight check.
Why I can't find it. I found it. Ooh. I incited.
You did insight. You realize that everybody has stopped working and they're looking at you. When you said, I'm not hungry.
I am going to step away from the hole.
Okay. They look over and they say, how would it be that I maybe bring you something that you prefer to your table?
Do you have any experience cooking oozes?
We have cooked certain oozes, yes.
Well, I don't see any.
Oh, well, we could get that figured out if you go sit down. We'll bring you some ooze au tartare.
Marvelous.
Perfect. Somebody go get the ooze au tartare. And somebody's like, yes, chef. They instantly kind of go back to working on their stuff. And somebody's like, drop the next one in. Yes, chef. And when the hook deploys and somebody else falls down into the hole. Okay. Everybody that's eating, go ahead and make me another wisdom saving throw.
That's an 8. Again.
It's a 9
Okay.
for me.
Okay. All right, you guys continue, like, you are just eating more and more. Just trying to get to, like, finish y'all's plate before somebody comes and brings you a new plate. At this point, what is DD and legal department doing? Somebody's like, a chicken man comes up and says, oh, I think we almost have did you order the ooze tartar?
Oh, what? No, not at all. No. I believe I ordered the ooze carbonara.
Oh, okay. With ooze carbonara coming up. He goes over and he's like, scratch that tartar. We need a carbonara.
Thank you.
And so somebody said, did you say calamari or carbonara? They're like, make both. At this point, the kitchen there's just so much stuff going on in there. And in just a couple more minutes, they bring out 3 different kinds of plates and they open it up. One being a black ooze in the shape of like a squid. The other one being a green ish ooze with some red sauce on top. And the other one is a yellowish ooze in like a shape of like what it almost seems like chicken nuggets.
amazing. That's amazing. You know, I think I may have changed my mind. I think I would like an ooze over easy.
Right away, just the chicken man runs off. He's like, "Hey, ooze over easy," and they're like, "But we just set out 3 oozes. Like she wants another." And he's like, "Ah." Like this. You see this goat man, just kind of yelling, as he's like, "We give the customers what they want. Go!" And so somebody runs off to go do something.
I would like to like whisper to Dee Dee what I have learned about what happens in the kitchen.
I would like to whisper to legal department about what I have learned about these people who just keep eating food and don't seem to realize it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is kind of a fucked up situation that we're the two who are supposed to save everyone here.
Is everybody at the table? Is that
All of Embers also like leans over and she's like, "I ate before we went into the tent earlier, so I'm good. But what are we gonna do? Are we going to slap the food out from their hands? Is that the plan?"
have we tried talking to them?
I have not. No.
Nope,
I
nope.
think we should
Haven't done
try.
that.
Okay. How about this? How about you distract like Lady Smoke? You distract Lady Smoke, and then I will invisibly and telekinetically move the plate of food away from her and out of her reach. How about that?
That is great. That's a wonderful plan. I like it. I have a laser pointer.
Oh no.
Cats like laser pointers. Oh my god, that's genius.
I do reach into my Documancy satchel. I don't think I actually have a laser pointer. Okay.
Yeah, but we can make one actually.
Great.
Is there parchment paper on or
Yes.
like okay. All right. So using a fabrication of parchment paper, cloth napkins, and silverware, I would like to construct a almost like a telescope around my orb, and then I would like to whisper to the orb and shake it and cast light through the orb, and then use that funnel to then make like a little mini laser pointer spotlight with like a I guess like a green light because that would contrast with the red and shine that and try and distract Smoke with such a thing.
Okay. Smoke, make
Yeah.
a perception check with advantage.
I'm gonna like point it out to her.
Ah, 8 and 14.
So you notice this laser pointer just going around. How does Smoke react to this laser pointer as it goes across her food and then just like up the wall?
It's like with the paws, like, and then forget the food, go for the wall.
Okay. Yeah, you that manages to break you out of eating. Olive is like, okay, so what about everybody else? Like, are we
That
gonna
was
save
genius, y'all.
This is the best possible use of artificer capabilities.
I as my sibling pointed out, I would be dead without your comic genius. That was fantastic. You have given me a gift and I appreciate it. But now I don't know what to do with Cuddlesworth because he's very much a lot bigger and seems to be only interested in food. So I'm at a bit of a loss there. In terms of Mr. Gentleman, I'd like to look over at Mr. Gentleman and see how Mr. Gentleman's doing.
Oh, fully just sobbing as he's just shoveling cabbage and corned beef into his mouth.
Oh.
Actually, Mr.
Ugly
Gentleman seems
crying.
to be doing okay. It's not much different from back at the school.
In my eternal effort to yes and my dear brother, I can't argue with that.
Oh my god.
As you continue eating this food, you finish off one of the plates, and as you do, you feel like you remember something. It almost seems like the equivalent of a full character arc from a just random novel just uploaded into your brain. As you finish eating this food, Cuddlesworth, this has been kind of happening to you too, but you just think maybe it's just random thoughts that have been coming up in your head. But Finn, as you are sobbing, you are also thinking about, I think, this character are almost like watching a show inside of your head, and that's adding to the emotionalness of it.
I think, if I may, Dan,
Okay.
I think Mr. Gentleman is watching like a life if he never went to Figmont type thing of him being back with his family. And just kind of experiencing what life would have been like if he had stayed with his family.
This is a full on like farm. Yeah, this is a
He would have never been Mr. Gentleman.
but the
The
thing
possibilities
is,
were endless.
in the small little flashes, it is not it is not your face. It is this random looking person's face in certain reflections and things like that. But yes, that does add to it. But yes. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, 17.
17. I feel like that sharp emotion does feel like you've kind of had enough of the food. You do have a minute to like do what you would like, and not take another bite. But your character,
Yeah. I think I think Mr. Gentleman is like experiencing all of these different flashes, and like you said, it's a different face every time he like sees a reflection. And at first he's like, well, that's the man I could have been. And then all of a sudden he starts realizing of like, no, that's not the man I could have been. That's just fucking Steve from down the street. Wait, why is Steve in my fucking house? Why is Steve sharing Christmas presents with my mom? What the fuck? And then that's what snaps him out of it.
yes. It definitely seems like this is another person's life that you're like watching everything through. Well, how does Mr. Gentleman react to that?
I think he's like, he just takes a bite out of this like excessively soggy piece of cabbage, and then he comes to and he just like sputters it and just spits it back out onto the plate and says, "That's not my wife's cooking. What the fuck?"
One of the gentlemen right next to you is like, "Oh, old boy, you must not have realized these are all home cooked, but they are excellent replacements for any home cooking that you may have had before."
No. The only home cooked meal was no. Those aren't home cooked meals. There's no love in these meals.
At this point, the goat, the goat man, man that had talked to the legal department has stepped out, kind of center in front of all the other chefs, and says, "No, there is no love in these meals. There are just souls. So are you going to sit back down and eat your food, or are we going to have a problem here?" As several more of the
Oh, God.
as several of the other humanoid animal people start walking forward.
Mr. Gentleman looks at his pinky and then looks at the plate of soggy food and then looks at his 17 hit points and then looks at the crowd and says, I think we're going to have a problem here.
Olive Embers is like, okay. How are we going? What's the plan here? Are we going to run?
I would like to cast
Listen.
grease under the feet of the approaching animals.
Nice.
Okay. Yes. Let's see what.
Maybe some of them will slide into the hole themselves.
God, Grease is always so thematically appropriate.
Yep.
Perfect. Grease. Yeah. Let's see. Everybody needs to make dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
So
DC 14.
you see also that there are
Nice.
a ton. Oh, whoa. Didn't mean to do that one.
Whoa.
I cast grease and the whole floor slides apart.
You're too powerful.
Nope, it's this way. You see that there are a ton of animal people. Probably about 16 of them. Let me see. Who's gonna be? Who's gonna be? Maybe there's orcs. Orcs will work fine. Let's see. How about we do this one instead? Paste, paste,
That
paste,
first one
paste,
moves like
paste,
magic.
Paste, 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 paste. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And we're gonna do grease.
Yes.
Let's see.
I'm gonna hang on. I got it. I think I can do it. Do that. And I'm gonna do like that right there.
Yep. Let's see. And that's gonna be. Why is that not on here? Okay. And what is it? A dexterity saving throw?
Dex saving throw DC 14, please.
DC 14. As these guys, and I'll go ahead and roll that here. So that's 2 of them getting caught in that. The goat man stands there firm while the pig man that's right next to him starts trying to get his bearing and just like falls on the ground on his back. The goat man looks and sees this happen, and he says, "Okay, so there is going to have to be a problem. Well, everyone, clear your tables. We have some new ingredients on the board." And that's where we're gonna end this night's
Excellent.
How could you?
Awesome.
All right, everybody. So before we go, let's all go around and tell people where they can find you. Starting with Finn.
Hi, my name is Finn. My pronouns are they, them. I've been playing as Mr. Gentleman this evening. You can catch me on our sister channel of Vibe Tribe Productions every other Sunday, where I DM Between the Pros, which is a 5e fairy tale adventure. And every other Monday on Gaia Chronicles, where I play Pennyland, who is a summoner. Otherwise, you can catch me at my day job.
All right, Lisa.
Hey, I'm Lisa, D&D Winterwolf, or on TikTok and Discord. I have played Smoke on the Water. You can find me every Monday night on Halfling Wizards channel for either Wind Riders of Aria or Origins of Orlea, alternating weeks. We'll next be back on the 20th for Origins with our own Cuddlesworth. Taryn is in that with me. And then every other Friday, you can find me on Celtic Wyvern King's channel, where we do a Stargate campaign. And soon we will be having a Stargate Orlea crossover charity event. That's going to be a lot of fun. And of course, here on the Liminal Blink every other Wednesday, which is more fun than I should have. But I love this.
All right, Taryn.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Taryn. I was playing Cuddlesworth, the most cuddly bear that just cuddles and throws things. You can find me every other Monday here for Gods of Orlea, or Orlea Origins. Whoa, that was a throwback. And then you can find me here every other Wednesday for the Liminal Blink, and you can find me streaming every once in a while on my own channel, bits and places, doing odd things. I'm too tired to think, so that's all you're gonna get.
All right, Connor.
Hello, I'm Connor. I've been playing DD, the Fudian Artillerist Artificer, here on this here Liminal Blink, which is one of the games I'm in, here on Halfling Wizard Productions. I'm also in our Queers game, which is happening this Saturday here on the Halfling Wizard Productions channel as well. So come by and watch that. You can also find me over on the Vibe Tribe channel, which is our sister-ish channel, where I play in Between the Pros as well as Gaia Chronicles, which I think we have a Gaia game next Monday. So check out both of the channels, subscribe, and yeah, thank you for being here.
All right, and Crystal.
Hi, everybody. I'm Crystal. I've been playing as the legal department, and you can actually find me really easily, but you have to go left when the level starts. A lot of people don't know that.
Nice.
Otherwise, you can find me here.
And I, Dan Sebastian, played everybody else. And whenever I'm not here, I'm also, like Connor said, on the Vibe Tribe channel every other Sunday, playing Between the Pros as a guy named Mordow. He's a Goliath Barbarian. And then also every other Monday on Gaia Chronicles. Thank you all for joining us tonight on the Liminal Blink here on the Halfling Wizard Productions Twitch channel. Of course, if you want to give us a follow, check out more of our stuff. We also have a schedule that we put out, so you can check out all the other fun stuff that we're doing. We also have, if you enjoy our content, we also put a bunch of our stuff on the shop in a merch store, especially since us as murder hobos, we just say funny stuff all the time. All the links are on the Twitch channel main page. And again, thank you all for joining us. And until next time, Don't blink or you'll miss us. Good night.
Thanks for joining us for this Halfling Wizard production. Make sure to come back again soon to see what happens next. Right here, where adventure comes to life.